So, 2025 is officially here, and, investors are all hoping for a smoother ride after last year's market craziness.
I think we all are.
But some big names are already making waves, and not always in a good way.
Oh, definitely.
Today, we're diving into Tesla's surprising sales slump, the EV companies that are, right on their tail, and some unexpected winners and losers in the market.
Should be interesting.
Yeah. So strap in, everybody. Okay, let's get right into it.
Sounds good.
You ready for this? Tesla forgetting that it makes cars might actually be a good thing for investors. Okay, so to kick things off, Tesla, the EV giant, just reported its first ever annual sales decline.
Yeah, this is a big deal.
They sold 1.79 million vehicles in 2024.
Down from 1.8 million the year before.
It's not a huge drop, but still.
It is significant, especially for a company that's been growing so rapidly.
Yeah, and you'd think their record fourth quarter sales, 495,570 vehicles would have been enough to offset any earlier dips.
Right. It's a record-breaking quarter, but it wasn't enough to salvage the year.
And the stock market definitely took notice.
Well, it points to a shift in the EV landscape. For years, Tesla has been the undisputed leader.
Right.
But now competitors are catching up, offering more choices, different price points, and really starting to eat into Tesla's market share.
Okay, so some more competition.
Exactly.
And as if the sales slump wasn't bad enough, Tesla also had that whole Cybertruck explosion incident in Vegas.
Yeah, not the best PR.
Talk about bad timing.
The optics were definitely not ideal. Seeing a Cybertruck engulfed in flames.
It doesn't exactly inspire confidence.
Right, but it's important to remember that the explosion, it wasn't caused by the Cybertruck itself. Yeah, there were explosives inside.
Like on purpose.
Well, they were detonated intentionally. Even though it wasn't a design flaw, it highlights how vulnerable even a company like Tesla is to negative publicity.
Right, especially when they're already dealing with a sales decline.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's dig into that sales dip a little deeper.
Sure.
Is this a temporary blip or is something bigger going on?
Well, while Tesla's sales are down, the overall EV market is actually still expanding.
So it's not like people are suddenly not buying electric cars anymore?
No, not at all.
Okay.
What's changing is the competitive landscape. And companies like BYD, the Chinese EV maker, they're really gaining ground.
Interesting.
In fact, they actually surpassed Tesla in sales for 2 consecutive quarters in 2024.
So they're almost neck and neck.
Pretty much. And what's even more striking is that BYD sales are increasing while Teslas are declining. That says a lot about their momentum and their strategy.
Okay, so tell me more about BYD.
Well, they're really focused on affordability and offering a wide variety of models.
So kind of a different approach than Tesla.
Tesla's known for its premium pricing and sort of exclusivity, but BYD is tapping into a growing segment of consumers who are looking for practical and affordable EVs.
Okay, so they're targeting a different market.
Yeah, and it seems to be working for them.
So what does this all mean for Tesla? Is this the end of their dominance?
It's too early to say for sure. Tesla still has a lot going for it.
Yeah.
They've got strong brand recognition, cutting-edge technology, a loyal customer base. But they can't afford to ignore these challenges.
Right, they need to adapt. So Tesla's facing some serious headwinds.
Uh-huh.
But before we write them off, let's hear what the Tesla bulls have to say.
Okay, good idea.
What are they saying?
Well, Dan Ives, he's a prominent Tesla bull and analyst at Wedbush.
Okay, so he's optimistic about Tesla.
Very much so.
Interesting.
He doesn't seem too worried about the sales dip. He still sees Tesla as a major player in the tech world, particularly in the field of artificial intelligence.
Okay, so he's looking beyond the cars.
Exactly.
He even called Tesla the most undervalued AI play in the market today.
That's quite a statement.
So is Tesla's future in AI or EVs, or can it be both? They're trying to do a lot.
It's an interesting question, isn't it?
It is.
Are they primarily a car company that dabbles in AI, or are they an AI company that happens to make cars?
It's a bold strategy. This is Elon Musk we're talking about.
Right, he's known for his ambition and his ability to shake things up.
Yeah, only time will tell if Tesla can really conquer both of those markets.
Absolutely.
All right, let's shift gears a little bit and take a look at some of the other movers and shakers in the market this week.
Good idea.
So what else caught your eye? Any surprises out there?
It's been a mixed bag, that's for sure. Well, we've seen some surprising gains in some unexpected sectors. Well, for starters,
Okay.
Topgolf Callaway brands.
The golf company.
The one behind those high-tech driving ranges and all the fancy golf equipment. Their stock price jumped significantly.
I wouldn't have expected that.
Yeah, but analysts at Jefferies are really bullish on the company.
So they think golf is making a comeback.
It seems that way.
Interesting. What about the tech world? Any surprises there?
Definitely. Unity Software. There was a rather cryptic post on X from none other than Roaring Kitty.
Roaring Kitty? Wait, the meme stock guy.
The one and only.
I thought he disappeared.
He did for a while, but it seems he's back.
Wow. So is meme stock mania back?
It's too early to tell, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Okay. All right. So from the world of games to something a little more powerful, Constellation Energy.
Oh, yes.
They had a strong start to the year, didn't they? Securing $1 billion in contracts to supply nuclear energy to the U.S. government.
That's right. Their shares rose over 8% on that news.
Wow, that's a big win for nuclear power.
Definitely.
What's driving this renewed interest in nuclear energy?
Well, there's a growing awareness of the need for reliable carbon-free energy sources and nuclear power. It fits that bill.
Okay, so it's a climate thing.
Yeah. In part, yes.
Interesting. Okay, what about semiconductors? Are they still riding high?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Synaptics, the semiconductor design company, they climbed over 8% this week.
What drove that?
They announced a partnership with Alphabet to develop AI-powered devices.
So AI again?
It seems like AI is touching every industry these days.
It really does. Speaking of which, we can't forget the company with the name that sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie.
Which one is that?
MicroCloud Hologram.
Ah, yes, the quantum computing company.
That's right.
They saw a whopping 17% increase in their stock price.
17%. Wow.
It's a high-risk, high-reward sector.
Yeah, quantum computing is still pretty early days, right?
It is.
But it has the potential to really revolutionize a lot of industries.
Oh, absolutely. Everything from drug discovery to material science.
And investors are clearly betting on its future.
They are.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot of winners so far. It can't all be good news, can it?
Unfortunately not.
All right, so who are the companies that didn't fare so well this week?
Well, Carvana, the online used car retailer.
Yeah.
They took a pretty big hit after a report from short seller Hindenburg Research.
Oh, Hindenburg. They're known for their scathing reports.
Yes, right.
What did they say about Carvana?
They accused them of accounting manipulation and risky lending practices.
Ouch, those are some serious allegations.
They are.
How did the market react?
Carvana's stock price dropped almost 2%.
So investors were spooked.
It's definitely shook their confidence.
Okay, what about Boeing? They've had a rough couple of years.
They have.
Did they manage to turn things around?
Not quite. They started the year with another plane accident.
Oh, no.
Yeah, not a good start.
Not good at all.
Their shares tumbled almost 3%.
That's tough.
It is.
Hopefully they can get back on track.
I hope so too.
Any other losers we should know about?
Yeah, Numora Therapeutics. They're a biopharmaceutical company focused on brain diseases.
Okay.
They experienced a pretty devastating 80% drop in their stock price.
80%?
Yeah, a phase 3 trial for their new depression treatment failed.
Wow. That's a huge setback for a pharmaceutical company.
It is.
I mean, drug development is a risky business. Those losses can be staggering.
Absolutely.
Okay, and who else?
And lastly, SoFi Technologies.
The fintech company.
They faced an 8% decline after analysts at Keefe, Bruyette & Woods downgraded their stock.
What was the reason for the downgrade?
They said the company's valuation is overstretched.
So a bit of a reality check for SoFi?
Yeah, you could say that.
Wow, okay, so it sounds like it's been a pretty volatile week in the market. I want to leave our listeners with one final thought.
Right, I'm all ears.
The future is not something that just, happens to us.
Right.
It's something we create.
I love that.
Through our choices, our investments, our actions, we shape the world we want to live in.
That's powerful.
And that's a powerful realization, right?
It is.
So I really encourage you, Be an active participant in this process. Explore new ideas, support innovation, invest in the future you believe in.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you found it insightful and thought-provoking. And until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.